own land next to the river. But they don't own the fucking river. You guys do.
I think that a lot of what shaped my brother's life was Vietnam. My brother Larry was always a little bit wild. He was always the one playing the edge, but he was really smart. He read all the time, and he knew vast amounts of information. I think the war caught him and changed his life. And so, like many of the veterans, he's chosen to be free in the outdoors. We always were in the outdoors, as Mary said. We were always out hiking. My mother had too many kids, so we had to go outside all the time. And we were walking. We went to the beach. We went to the lakes. We camped out all the time. We were camping everywhere all over Oregon. And we camped all over Colorado because we went to Colorado every summer and we did everything. But I think that Larry wants to be outside and he wants to be in nature, and I think it's great. I think he's had a great life. I think he's done a lot of good things, and he's been kind of a lightning rod for people that he's disagreed with, and he's always kind of fallen on the side of people. And I appreciate Larry and I admire him.
We did Multnomah Falls many times. So we would go up the gorge. A lot of times we'd stop at Joaquina Falls and hike over to Multnomah and then back. We'd go to Powell Butte. We would walk there, or what was in Powell Butte? What was ever. But our family on weekends, that was what we did. We hiked. We went everywhere. But Multnomah Falls was one of our favorite, and they have a lot of falls on the old gorge, and we would do that a lot.
Growing up, I never necessarily had inspiration or role model like an athlete or a celebrity. It was always my grandfather. And not just in a sense of always activism, but just standing on basically what you believe in and always standing up for yourself and making yourself heard. He really teached us to do that at a very young age, and I appreciate him a lot for that. That wasn't the only role that he taught us either. He taught us a lot about literature and movies. He basically just tried to expand our horizon as much as possible.
My grandpa's been a big inspiration to me. The way he's fought for not only the environment of Great Falls, Montana, but the environment all over Montana. He's done everything he possibly can in his power to protect our environment. And, that's always inspired me, not just to protect the environment, but to stand for what I think is right. And for him to do that for me, I can't thank him enough for that. A lot of other people, not just me, I know I'm going to have bias because he's my grandpa, but if everyone else looks at what he's done and what he continues to do, I think it's very easy for him to be an inspiration for you, especially if you're looking to be an environmentalist or, again, just stand for what is right, And for him to do what he's been doing and what he has done is a huge inspiration for me, and I always will be.
I was proud of what he was doing, fighting for causes, but it was also scary too, because you don't know when people are going to maybe come after you for doing good things. I mean, it sounds silly, but people, radicals have been killed over doing good things.
He was pissed off that the Australian company was trying to put a mine on the Smith River. I called Larry and told him he was going viral on Facebook. He didn't know what that meant. So I explained to him that he was, everyone was seeing his video of him getting kicked out of the public hearing. After I told Larry he went viral, he responded to me. That happens all the time. It's just the first time they videoed it.
Ready. Fight.
If they want to take a toxic shit in the river, tell them to get the fuck back to Canada and Australia. Sir. Fuck you. Shoot me, dude. Shoot me. You're part of the community.
Sir,
We own that river. That is our river. We don't need no cop. We're all community here. And we all have a chance. Are you Shanahan? Are you related to that fucking son of a bitch, dead son of a bitch, Ward Shanahan, who did Dortmund land nothing? Why didn't you explain that? We own that fucking river. These assholes that own land, I own land next to the river. You own the fucking river, and that's all that needs to be said. I'm leaving. I said my piece.
Get out.
Fuck you. Fuck him and fuck Australia. Fuck Canada and fuck Zorman. Don't touch me. I'm leaving. I'll sue your fucking ass if you touch me. Remember, you own the fucking. Don't touch me, you big fucking piece of shit. Take that gun off and we'll go outside and settle it. Ah, fuck you. Hey, you fucking southern piece of shit. Go back to where you're from. This is Montana. We own the fucking river, not that piece of shit. See ya. Fuck you, asshole.
But that was, to me, that was his best moment ever when he went to the state legislature and read that letter. People loved it. They clapped and cheered. It's fucking amazing letter. He's got it still. He's never been like the greatest writer, but that fucking letter was written excellent. That sums him up in a nutshell. That letter.
My name is Larry Kralj and I'm from Great Falls. I do not belong to any organization and represent only myself, but I do represent a level of discontent that you should be aware of. Let me preface my remarks by saying that 30 years ago, at this time, I was serving in Vietnam in the belief that democracy was a good thing. I still believe that democracy is a good thing and worth fighting for. Therefore, I beg your indulgence and ask that you hear me out. I do not enjoy what I have to say, but it must be said. I address my opening comments not to this committee because your decision no longer matters. My message is to any foreign corporation thinking of investing in a cyanide mine in Montana. And the message is think again. The price to develop may be far higher than you could have ever imagined. Regardless of what this committee and full House decide, the people of Montana have spoken, the mandate made clear. Defend Montana from the rapacious forces of conscienceless corporate greed that seek to profit from the devastation of our land and water that we all hold in common. It ain't gonna happen. This is Montana, where a man defending his homeland, or democracy shoots back. Invest somewhere else where the people are more docile. Let the word go out. Montana is hostile territory and off limits, regardless of what anti-democratic bills get passed. The people have spoken, and the spirit of law as expressed by the people, once identified, is incapable of being suppressed. I ask these mining outfits to be good losers and leave Montana now. On the way back to Canada or wherever, they can stop at Fort Belknap, Pony, Hilger, Jardine, Whitehall, and the Shambles, and any other place that they have left a perpetually festering toxic dead zone, and beg forgiveness from the Montanans who must remain behind and suffer the results of their insane endeavors. Let me state publicly here today for all the world to hear that you people who support these bills are not fooling anyone. Every one of you knows in your heart that if you choose to ignore the will of the people and create laws by legislative fiat, it's not real law, and this is no longer real democracy. Therefore, if we choose to ignore your self-serving law, there's not a thing you can do about it. Oh, sure, you could arrest us, throw us in jail, attempt to shoot us, but you'd have to bring in some sort of federal police force unfamiliar with the situation. Local police know all too well that they would be enforcing a law that originated in Senator Swizgood's imagination or Senator Shea's wishful thinking, not by legitimate democratic process, free from powerful bullying by corporate influence. This is not Latin America. We don't use banana republic tactics on our own people. Just try using suppression techniques perfected by Pinochet in Chile here in Big Sky country where the river runs through it and see what happens. Anyone who has ever fished our rivers, hiked our mountains, viewed our landscape, dreamed of visiting Montana, our beautiful state, or seen the movies made in Montana will know the outrage. Respected committee members, in a country that cherishes democracy above all else, you have, with this proposed legislation, painted yourselves into the ultimate corner. You are defending the ultimate untenable position. Do the honorable thing, acknowledge defeat and fight another day using the same initiative process that we used. And make no mistake, I'm not threatening anyone. This body, by considering this garbage legislation, is threatening all Montanans by thumbing its nose at democracy. The only legitimate source for real law in a democracy is the consent of the governed. We know it, and you know it, and we know you know it. Therefore, if you attempt to rule without the consent of the governed, you will rule with the contempt of the governed. And if you rule with the contempt of the governed, you risk the great peril of unintended consequences. For example, if you choose to ignore the will of the people, why should we not choose to ignore your law? We should not be here today. We already voted, but since we are, let me ask, what part of democracy don't you understand? Well, I'll tell you. You don't understand the part that says the will of the people is sacrosanct. The will of the people must be done. The will of the people will be done, because if you don't do it, we will. And to my fellow Montanans, I say, we won. Now all we need are the cojones to pick up the prize.